Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're watching IMPUREZA Pestilencia. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but it looked super horrifying, this music video, so if you're a bit squeamish, maybe click on the next video or watch one of my past ones, because this might not be for you. But for the rest of us, let's crack on into it. Season of Mist. A IMPUREZA film. Okay. Drone shot. Beautiful. Nice time of day. Blocking that sun with the location. This is different. Loving the lighting. Damn. Acoustic. This is awesome so far. Yeah, the lighting in this room's great. Really simple too. And I'll go into it later. Loving the reflections they're getting off that guitar of the flames. Really nice. And an acoustic bass as well. Ah, fuck yeah, here we go. It was an acoustic for long. Nice. Beautiful location as well. Ah, yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. Nice. Very creepy. Oh, nice. Loving the smoke coming off this sensor as it's rocking. Oh! Cleans. Hell yeah. I'm loving the vibe of this. The old paintings. The amount of work into all of this. And then bringing the paintings to life. That's super cool. Beautiful guitar solo. This is so different. Oh, I saw a bit of plague on him then. I assume it's the plague. Oh, yep, it's on the drummer now. Hell yeah. That's so cool. Good energy as well. They're cutting to the beat. Focusing on the little moments that matter. Which, that means paying attention to the song. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is incredible. And the fact that, yeah, they're just slowly getting worse and worse. Oh, beautiful haze in the background. Okay, that haze there looked a bit fake. Yeah. Spooky. Ah. Very nice. Yeah, that was cool. That's awesome. Is it just the credits? Yep. Okay, they had a pretty big team for this, which is awesome. Hell yeah. Okay, let's break it down. That was not what I was expecting. So let's jump into it. I mean, straight off the bat with the acoustic stuff, I was like, damn, did not see this coming. So let's talk about this first room with the acoustic guitar and bass. First thing that should be said is that I absolutely love that they can get the reflections of the fire onto the guitar. Now, whether that's a little bit of post magic or I'm just trying to find it now, I'll let it play through. No, that seems to be real. Yeah, that's a great little detail. That is so cool and adds so much beauty to that shot. And you know what? You like how simple it is to do. Just clean the guitar. Like, so long as you've got a clean guitar that has no scratches or whatever on it, like even an electric guitar, you'd be surprised how shiny they can be. You can catch reflections of things on it and really just add that extra level and layer of beauty to a shot, and they do it perfectly there. You know, same goes for things like puddles, the cymbals on a drum. Like, you can really, yeah, just add so much more, and seeing that there, beautiful. How about the lighting? In the background, they've got fire and they've got all these nice candles. That is not light in the scene. However, it tricks your brain into being like, oh yeah, they're well lit because they're surrounded by all these candles and fire and all of this. But you'll notice when it's on them, that light isn't flickering. It's staying completely static. And you can also see the source when it's out in that sort of wider shot of the two of them. You can see in that jug that's on the table, you can see where that point of light is coming from. It's a big, probably panel light or something that's up there in a softbox, just sort of in front of them, radiating light down on them. So single point lighting, but then with all of these little candles and the fire to really just add that effect, and also layers and tricking your brain into being like, oh yeah, that's firelight. You will also notice as I like play where those candles are, where that orange glow is behind the candles, that is not flickering. like it's flickering very little. I wouldn't be surprised if they've got a LED hidden amongst those candles or below them, or even like up in a corner somewhere that's pushing that orange light. Because yeah, like there's a tiny bit of flicker, but not enough that it's just candlelight. So again, why are they doing that? Well, they've got this whiter light in the foreground, and this more warm orange light in the background. It's just adding dimensions. Again, the worst thing you can do is have a flat, boring image. And the fact that they're in a dark castle, like I assume it's a castle, it looks like one. There's a lot of shadows that you're dealing with. There's a lot of like dirt and grime and all of this, and it's not a reflective room as well, so you can't just rely on, like, if you're in a white room, you stick a light in a corner, it's going to bounce off every wall and ceiling. With this, it's going to dampen a lot of that light. So to add those layers, you do have to bring in more light sources. But again, you can hide them. You don't have to be like, oh, there's an orange light in the background just because we needed an orange light in the background. You can put a candle there and trick people into being like, oh yeah, that's the candle light. And it also makes it feel more real, feel more creepy. So really love that. That's a good testament to the lighting of this, the fact that, yeah, I just rambled on about it for like 4 minutes. Same with the main band's room. You can see on the drum cymbals and stuff where that light source is coming from up above. It looks like it's sort of doming out, so it's probably some sort of like aperture, with a God, I forget what they're called, like a softbox on it, spotting down at them. Now, one thing I will say, okay, I think he did a great job. It, in fact, is probably one of the better times I've seen this done. I personally always find it awkward when a vocalist doesn't have something to hold on to. That's why I do like, with the music videos I do, to get them holding a microphone. Doesn't even need to be plugged in, but it gives them a point to work with. Because otherwise, if you're not confident using your hands very theatrically, it can look either really boring or really awkward. This guy nailed it. Like, I think he looks supernatural doing it, and he's really like theatrical about it, which adds to the performance. The fucking paintings and the story, which is like all of these people fall into plague, and this character, who I presume, by when they unmask him spewing forth that disease, representing either pestilence or death. Like, the idea of he's bringing about this disease and then painting these moments, final moments of the people who have, come down with this horrific disease. And what I love is it builds what you're seeing, the B-roll this death character, it's linking that to the band's performance, because those are the same paintings that you're seeing in the background of the shots. Now, I understand it's art design. Oh, we've got these paintings, we need more shit on the walls of this band performance shot. Let's just hand them up there. It could just be an art direction decision, but it adds so much more to the story, even if it's accidentally, by linking it all together. And so when, you know, the vocalist meets this death character because they're succumbing to this disease, and then it ends with death, you know, painting them as a band, it ties the whole thing together. You know, those paintings in the background of the band performance are the exact paintings he's drawn in the past who have succumbed to this horrific death, and now they have too, and he paints them. And it ends with that, who will be next? You know, who's going to come into that place next and see these paintings, do whatever, and be death's next victim. Super cool, super, yeah, just easy to understand, and yet it manages still to link it all together in a way that most music videos don't bother doing, or they do it too late. Like, you know, for example, not to keep harping on about this one music video, but the Moist Critical video, it did it way too late. It left it for the quiet bit of the song to finally be like, oh look, all these, like, where the band's playing, and you know what Moist Critical is happening in this story, it's all linked together. Too late. It's like, it's already been 3 minutes. The fact that this band starts falling to this plague like 2 minutes in, but also the paintings are in the background, so again it's tying it all together. That is shown from the get-go and just immediately, like, clarifies exactly what's happening in this, and that's honestly something to be applauded. No matter how simple it is, like, that should be applauded. Yeah, all in all, cinematography, like, nothing super special to write home about, but it did its job, stayed energetic. Same with the editing. No effects or whatever thrown over the top of it. The grain and stuff, like, I'm not seeing much grain. It's really, yeah, beautiful, like, not much artifacting or noise or anything, in all honesty. So yeah, probably, you know, that magical 4K upload again. I still don't understand it, but, you know, so be it. But yeah, this was fucking great and really caught me off guard. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.